Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this first Saturday, March 6th. And normally Dave Gabbert and Gene Smith would be in as co-hosts, but due to technical difficulties, we're down to one line here. And so no co-host, just me and Shelby McCall, which is the most important person of the team, and she's pushing the buttons. And so I thought, now let's take a little break. We've been talking about turkey hunting. We've been talking about some outdoor events going on and everything. But who better to talk local fishing, and who's probably the busiest man I know is our good friend Peanut Quan. Hey, Peanut, how you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Let's talk fishing, because I've had so many people asking me. They're seeing things on Facebook. They're seeing social media things at Horseshoe, the kill off the shad, whatever's happening. You've been doing this a long time. We've never had a 9-day spell like that I can remember, where we were all below freezing, down to zero. What does that do to fishing-wise, Peanut?
Well, Larry, let's just say I'm glad those 9 days are over with, and
yes.
My grandkids were loving the snow, but I'm ready for it to be over with. I'm glad we've got some 60-degree weather this week, next week. And
yes.
Looking forward to the water temps getting up. Yes, the shad kill, it affected Pickwick also. I've got a couple of buddies fishing tournaments down there last weekend.
Yeah.
I know West Tennessee Puddle Jumpers was down there, and a buddy of mine, and fishing was tough, but, somebody's always going to find them. The first place, I think, was 21 pounds down there, and it went down from that. But somebody's always going to find them. We've got, actually scheduled for tomorrow, we've got Old Town on our trail that's coming up, and we pushed it back a week, hoping the water will warm up some. Well, we'll know tomorrow. We were scheduled for last Saturday.
Yeah, but you had to get out of that, and with the weather, and I know a 70-degree day doesn't mean the water temperature is going to be 70 degrees. And
exactly. Well, luckily we've had rain, and the rain was 50 to 60 degrees during the rain, so we're hoping that helps a lot. I haven't got any reports of Old Town where we're going to, what the water temp's looking like, but the Wednesday before our tournament was scheduled, it was still frozen, so I know we had to make a move, and we've moved it a week, and hopefully that week will make a difference, and we'll know tomorrow when we blast off at sunrise. And
a lot of people may not know Old Town. You're saying that
Old Town is old. It's like an oxbow. It's a cypress field lake south of Helena.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful lake.
It is really. Lake. Yeah, one of those hidden gem type things, but. And you mentioned your circuit kind of offhand there, Peanut. You've been doing this for a while. You're picking a spot like Old Town. I mean, that's not one of the places that you normally would think about for a bass tournament, but you go to places that there are fish there, and they're good spots. So how do you put this thing? How do you determine where you're going to have your circuits fishing? We flip that magical coin to see where we're going. Don't you really?
No, we don't. We get feedback from a lot of our guys, and we still do the popular lakes, Pickwick, Bay Springs, Sardis, Enid, and then we do a lot of the river stuff. But the river's always high this time of year. We've got McKellar scheduled next week, so we may be moving that one. They're calling for 30 feet on the river gauge. So
yeah, it's going up. Yeah,
that may be moving. All that cold water from up north, I'm sure you'll have those fish locked up, and it's going to be tough. But I don't know. We've got probably 150, 200 guys that fish with us throughout the year, and we get a lot of feedback from those guys, and we try to pick a lake that we know, or we hope everybody can catch fish and have a good time at it. But usually, like Old Town, it's 4 or 5 foot deep, 6 feet. I think it's the deepest I've found so far. I'm sure there's some deeper water, but
how deep?
It's shallow.
How deep?
Warm up quick.
How deep did you say? 6 feet?
That's all I found, Larry. I'm old school. I've got a depth finder and everything on my boat, but if I can't touch the bottom of my rod, it's too deep.
It's too deep. Okay. So, and you also said, and we always mention this because Peanut is a real, a lot of people, when you hear McKellar, they think, oh, my goodness, what are they at McKellar for? I've caught some of my biggest bass at McKellar next to some of them barges, in my younger days, so to speak.
Yeah.
But when the river's right, McKellar is right?
It is. And I'll tell you, I'm not a fish biologist by any means. I depend on the other guys to give me the info on that. But I'll tell you, with the flying carp issue that we've had over the past years,
yes,
fishing went down bad on all the oxbows. But I tell you, they're making a comeback.
Good, yeah.
When we have McKellar, it 17 pounds went last year.
17 pounds.
5 fish limit. So
that's not bad.
They're in good shape.
Yeah.
They're in good shape. Tunica, I think, was 18, 19 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's coming back. I'm hoping Kentucky Lake, that the bass there learn how to eat them like they're doing on the river.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening. The bass and the stripes and stuff are starting to eat those flying carp.
Yes.
And I hope in Kentucky Lake they figure it out. I talked to my folks up in Kentucky Lake area, Paris, even at Birdsong, Bob Keese, them guys up there.
Yeah.
And they said the bass are coming back. So I'm hoping they've learned to eat them and they're starting to get that comeback.
Well, tell our listeners about your circuit now. You've got to explain it to them. How many times do y'all fish and the different divisions? What do you got? Okay,
we have 2 different divisions, 2 trails we do. We have a North Mississippi Trail, which we fish Pickwick, Bay Springs, Sardis, Enid. This year we've added Grenada to it.
Okay.
And then we do 2 on the river, which is Tunica and Moon Lake. And then we have a tri-state trail, which we do 2 in Arkansas, 2 in Tennessee, 2 in Mississippi. And I think we've thrown an extra one in there. I forgot where it's going to be. But usually we do Horseshoe. We do Old Town, McKellar a couple of times in Tennessee, and then Tunica, Moon Lake, or I think we threw DeSoto in this year as an extra. We're doing 7 this year on each side.
How do you keep up with that?
6 to qualify for championship. And last year our championship, we had 48 teams that qualified, paid out a little over $16,000.
There you
go.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
And you've been doing this how long?
This is our 14th season, which I really didn't think we'd be going that long. I thought 4 or 5 years we'd get burnt out, but as long as we're having fun, we're going to keep doing it. When it's not fun no more, we will stop and do something else. But right now we got a good group of guys that fish with us, and everybody has a good time. It's just a good get-together. All the guys that fish with us, we all get along. There's an exception or 2 every now and then. It's like every time you get a bunch of adult guys together, they're going to start acting like kids, and somebody will complain about something. But it all works out. It's like one big family to us down here.
Well, speaking of complaining, we got to let you, before we let you go. I didn't make it down to your duck blind, but I don't think I missed a whole lot, did I? I mean,
it was probably, I don't want to say it was the worst year we've had because we exceeded our worst year. Because for the folks that don't know, I hunt as much as I fish.
That's right. Yeah.
It's my therapy. Outdoors is my therapy. I hunt and fish. But,
you're not alone,
had some
Peanut.
good days.
Yes.
The mallards wasn't there.
No, the mallards weren't there, but the quans were there. Every picture I saw.
There, and you know what? My stove's in the back of my duck blind, and we're going to have some good food. And
yes, you are. That's part of the.
I got to get you down a few times next year. Even if we don't kill any ducks, we're going to eat good.
Well, I got to do that because I went 0 for 0 this year, but I won't get into all that. Hey, Peanut Quan, thank you, buddy, for taking time on this Saturday morning to be with us. Appreciate your friendship and your knowledge. I don't know how you and Connie and the whole family do it all between that and your work and your grandkids and your brother. I'm going to throw in, maybe he'll give me a 10% discount. Go to Harris Quan's if you want your Toyota fixed, okay? Tell him I threw that in there, okay?
Don't bring your Chevy there, though.
Oh, no, don't bring my Silverado. No, I'm not doing that. Hey, Peanut, thank you, buddy. Have a great day. I'll talk to you.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors and Area.